This is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking 2 weeks notice Westside Big Slide IPA. There's a lot to unpack, a lot of things to talk about on this one. First off, if you're not from Western Massachusetts, Westside is the local slang for West Springfield, across the river from Springfield, Massachusetts. 2, the big slide is at the Big E, the Eastern States Exposition. There is a big yellow slide there, which hopefully I'll get a better picture of the artwork. Literally, you'll see it. So it means something to all the locals, Westside Big Slide. So that's part of it. 2, it has Vic Secret, Citra, and I've looked this up on the internet for a while now. It looks like it's Motueka hops. I've heard it pronounced Motueka, but I just found a video literally from this New Zealand tourism board or something, and it's a city in New Zealand, and it's pronounced Motueka in New Zealand, so we're going to call it Motueka hops. And it is 7.3% alcohol by volume. And like I said, a lot to unpack. Today is the very first day of can sales for 2 weeks notice brewing. Yay, yay. And that's a little shout out to DJ's BrewTube if you haven't followed him. But brewed some great beer. They did can sales only today. They've been trying to put this thing together for years now, and it's finally coming to fruition. They're going to have a nice tap room there, and big shout outs to Mark and Murph Avery. Good job. That being said, I've all unpacked. Let's start doing some drinking. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. And go ahead and leave comments, because we love talking about beer. Now here's the other thing. We got this great beer scene in Western Massachusetts. So there was a whole boatload of all the local brewers that were there today kicking this off. So we had some really good beers floating around that I know Mark got to try. So without further ado, hazy, yellow, pale, definitely unfiltered. Cannot really see through it almost. It's so hazy, so like a big juicy hazy. Don't see much in the way of carbonation streaming up through it, but again, it's pretty hazy, so you can't see through it. Aroma, got a little bit of dankness going on, which you don't get in a lot of these. This is going to be a New England juice bomb when we get to it. A little passion fruit, a little melon, a little cut grass, grapefruit. All in all, just a yummy smelling beer. Let's dig in. Cheers. Yeah, phenomenal. And I knew it was going to be. I've not had this beer before, but just phenomenal. Juicy, sweet, just all kinds of shit going on. So, I got passion fruit. I got mango. I got a little bit of pine. I got citrus, grapefruit. Finishes a little bit bitter. Finishes a little dry. It actually dries out a little bit on the tongue when you get to it. And there is a little bit of bitterness in it, so some of these New England styles don't end up that bitter. This one ends up fairly bitter. So it's got a little bit of traditional IPA shit going on in it, where it does finish up nice and bitter. I must like it. Usually I don't empty the cans when I'm just doing the tasting, but I just finished the can. Like I said, mango, passion fruit, grapefruit, finishes bitter, finishes dry. Mouthfeel is a little bit more astringent. It's not the really smooth New England style IPAs or the real juicy, I'm looking for the word I want, juicy IPAs. But this was a little bit more on the astringent side, more of a traditional IPA. So I don't even know if I'd call this a New England juice bomb. I've kind of seen it described on the web as that. I would just I would really call it, I guess, more of an East Coast style IPA with lots of great fruit flavors in it, but it still has a lot of traditional IPA elements to it with the astringency, finishing bitter, drying out on the back of the tongue. So really, really, truly kind of a meld of the best of the new and the best of the old. So that being said, this review is starting to go long. I can feel it already. Score-wise, it's right up there, 97 out of 100. Till next time, keep drinking.